There's just so much more to hear.
Download our podcasts at DubaiI1038.com.
As you well know, the Jalila Foundation is a global philanthropic organisation dedicated to transforming lives through medical research, education and treatment. It is well respected here in the region. They've just opened their 6th cycle of seed grants in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. They're looking for fund research that would help in the fight against coronavirus, not just here in the region, but further afield. To tell us more, we're joined on the line by the Foundation's CEO, Dr. Abdulkareem Sultan Olama, who joins us live now. Dr. Abdulkareem, thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much for interviewing.
Listen, it's a crucial time for so many people, so many organisations at the moment. A crucial time for your foundation to launch this cycle of seed grant. Tell us why.
You know, the coronavirus global epidemic has shown light on the power of medical research more than any time before. And Jalila Foundation seed grants have opened in response to COVID-19 to help the UAE capacity to address pandemic and other viral diseases in the future. Medical research has the potential to save lives, and our efforts today will pave the way for a healthier world for future generations, inshallah.
In terms of what you're looking for, let's start with the money for. What's the amount allotted for this at present?
Al Jalila Foundation has allocated 500,000 dirham per grant, and we are offering 5 grants through this cycle.
And in terms of the type of research you're looking for, what sort of research will you be looking to seed the money into?
So the grants are for research that investigate the pathology, diagnostics, epidemiology, transmission, therapeutics, or prevention related to COVID-19. And it should be specific to the UAE population and demographics. The seed grants support basic, translational, or clinical research projects, excluding research that requires clinical trials.
The goal, obviously, as you mentioned there, is to help the UAE in addressing the pandemic and the fight over viral diseases in the future, should they occur. Is that the main focus for this decision here, or are you also looking for the research that could help the fight worldwide?
I think, definitely it's for now and for future, because as you can see, the pandemics are becoming more and more frequent. So if we can go ahead and do some research, and then it will help us to understand why these pathogens are coming more frequent, maybe in future we are more prepared. And as you know, research is now global things. We contribute to the scientific community, and each scientist is helping others.
In terms of where you're directing these funds, who's eligible, should I say, for this? And tell us about the deadlines that you're going to put in place for those.
So the grants are available to UAE nationals and residents of the UAE, provided the research is conducted locally. Applicants should hold positions at local university, research, or clinical institutions in the UAE. The application deadline for the seed grants is 9th of June 2020. And successful applicants will be announced by the end of September 2020.
And just a quick question about the future. Obviously, the future very uncertain during these unprecedented times at the moment. But in terms of the future, is this decision from the Al Jalila Foundation, is this part of looking to the future to protect and secure for the future?
Absolutely. As we come to terms with COVID-19 global outbreak, there has never been greater need for life-saving treatment and medical breakthrough that could end the pandemic and save millions of lives. Now, more than ever, we are counting on scientists and doctors coming together to develop better diagnostic test treatment and gain a better understanding of SARS-CoV-2 biology to combat the disease. It reminded us that without health, we are nothing. As His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum said, the world has long been questioning where the true power lies. Does economy drive politics or the other way around? So the coronavirus spread has shown that healthcare is the main power that shaped the economy and politics at the time when the disease brought nations to a standstill.
And just finally, sir, we've got a number of questions coming in from listeners about this. In terms of your goals for investigation, I take it that epidemiology will be one of the areas that you're looking for. But does it go wider than that? Are there other areas that these grants will be used for in terms of investigation?
Yes, absolutely. Like, for example, the relationship between the COVID-19 and why it mainly attacks the lungs. Will there is any effect on heat and ultraviolet light on the pathogen? There are different researches that scientists can do.
That's the latest news from the Jalila Foundation. You can find out more about that on their website, aljalilafoundation.ae. For now, it is an absolute pleasure, and huge thanks to their CEO, Dr. Abdulkareem Sultan Al-Olama, for joining us live on the line. Dr. Al-Olama, thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much.
There's just so much more to hear.
Download our podcasts at DubaiEye1038.com.